Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting date were posted online, published in the Hunterdon County Democrat and the Easton Express Times on April 30th, 2020, and posted on the door at Borough Hall. Action may now be taken. Please join me for the flag salute. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Columbus.
Here.
Perry.
Here.
Hughes.
Here.
Moore.
Here.
Grange.
Here.
Zappa.
Here.
Lee.
Here. Okay, I didn't prepare any comments today. The day just kind of got away from me. I do just want to make a couple of announcements that were pretty exciting today from Governor Murphy. That he has a new executive order that is essentially lifting the restriction on non-essential construction, which is good. I know that's going to help a couple of our new small businesses on Main Street. Also, he's going to be allowing for the non-essential retail organizations to provide curbside pickup. So, for those of us that have been chomping at the bit to get out and do some shopping, that's going to be helpful. And also, he's allowing gathering of vehicles. So if your church wants to organize something, that people can sit in their cars to, kind of gather in their cars, I think that's going to provide additional clarity with respect to graduations. During the county call that I had today, Braden Fahey indicated that there is a possibility that we might be able to have an actual in-person graduation in July. But it does sound like, nonetheless, we'll be able to do some sort of drive-by ceremony for the middle schoolers and high schoolers. And I know that the Board of Ed are already working on those plans. I also wanted to just briefly announce that we're still, because we're not going to have another meeting before this date, we're still planning on having a Memorial Day ceremony at the Veterans Park. It's going to be extremely limited. We're not going to allow members of the public. It's just going to be a few members of the American Legion, myself. We're also going to have the opportunity that's going to be filmed and probably live on Facebook. So anybody that really wants to participate, it's a really important event that we want to make sure we can have happen, especially for our American Legion representatives. And so that's going to go on as planned. Memorial Day, May 23rd at 11 a.m. And I'm sure, like all of us, we're watching these numbers every single day. So I think everyone's pretty aware that Hunterdon County numbers continue to be very low. There's a lot of indications that not only has the curve been flattened, but we're on the downward side of that curve. Hopefully that continues. I think that everyone's doing a really good job with just adhering to the current rules. And, I think I would just want to shift my focus anyway at this point to some of the positive things that we can see happen over these next few months. So just kind of leave it at that. So with that, let's go. Can I get a motion to dispense with the reading of the April 23rd regular minutes?
Move.
Second.
Roll call.
Columbus. Perry.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Grange. Did we lose him?
He's on mute, I think. Steve, you have to unmute.
Okay.
Now I think we lost him.
I think maybe we did, yeah. All right. And Zappa.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Motion to approve the March 26th regular minutes.
Move.
Second.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. We had the special. Okay.
Columbus.
George?
Can you guys hear me?
Motion to roll call for approving the minutes.
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Strange, and Zappa.
Yes.
Okay, motion to dispense with the reading of the April 30th, 2020 special minutes.
Move.
Second?
Roll call?
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Strange,
Nod.
Hello?
Steve, nod yes or no for discussion with the reading of the minutes.
Yes. Yes is the approval. I dropped out. It just froze up and went blank. So sorry about that.
Okay.
Am I back in?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Sorry. I mean, it just totally disappeared.
and Zappa.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, motion to approve the April 30th, 2020 special minutes.
Move.
Second?
Roll call?
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Okay, public comments. It is the policy of the Borough Council that all public comments on an issue shall be limited to 5 minutes per person, and no person may make more than one comment per subject. Comments may be made on any subject pertaining to borough issues. Comments pertaining to public hearings should be saved for that section of the agenda. No debating between residents. Comments should be addressed to mayor and council at the public microphone. Any public comments? We have a number of participants on here tonight, which is nice.
We do. If you would like to raise your hand, if you click on your name on the right-hand side, you can raise your hand, and then we can acknowledge you, and you'll be unmuted, and you'll have your 5 minutes.
Gordon has his hand up, I think.
I
Yeah.
have my hand up.
Okay.
Yes, this is Gordon Marks on Hillcrest Lane. I had a question concerning the golf ordinance. It is my understanding that the mayor and council are all looking at all the ordinances to see if they can align them all because they differ from one to another. Is that true? And what's the progress?
Yes, that is true, and it's progressing. We have 2 of the 3 complete. The rec is the only one that we're waiting on, and it's just a matter of, dotting our I's and crossing the T's at this point. I suspect that that'll be on, if not the next council meeting, definitely in June.
Well, I'm sorry, which ordinance were you talking about, Gordon?
I was specifically speaking to the golf ordinance.
Okay.
It was discussed a lot last year, and then it was put on hold, and my understanding was that you're trying to align all the ordinances
Yes.
because they vary ordinance to ordinance, so they're all similar.
Yes. Okay,
That's my only question. Thank you very much.
thank you, Mayor.
Right. And I think it's worth understanding that some of them have to vary because they have slightly different purposes, but we want to align them as much as possible.
Makes sense. Thank you.
Sure. Any other questions?
Thanks for your question.
Boy Scouts, questions?
Nope.
All right, Adam, you think we should give it another minute, or are you comfortable?
Yep, I don't see any hands up right now, so I think we're good to go for now.
Okay. Next up, we have a swearing in of a new member to the Historical Committee, my neighbor, Priscilla Reiki. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that again. Forgetting how to pronounce the last name, but I believe Priscilla, go ahead.
It's Rocky, but that's fine.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. We have a member of the Environmental Commission that has a last name very similar, but a different pronunciation, so you'll have to excuse me. In any case, I had sent Priscilla the oath of office earlier today, and Priscilla, are you on camera right now? Because I switched my screen.
I think it's trying. Oh, here I am.
Oh, there you are. Okay. So if you want to just kind of raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Okay.
You have it in front of me, so in front of you rather. I state your name.
I, Priscilla Rocky,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of New Jersey, and the ordinances of the Borough of Highbridge.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and the ordinances of the Borough of Highbridge.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and the government
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and the government
established in the United States and in this state
established in the United States and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
That I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
That I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform
all the duties of the office of Historical Committee according to the best of my ability.
all the duties of the office of Historical Committee according to the best of my ability. So help me.
So help me God. Perfect. Welcome aboard.
Congratulations.
Our first virtual swearing in, so it's a big moment.
That's
I'm really excited to have you on the Historical Committee as well. Natalie can speak more to this than me, but Priscilla has also already provided some unknown information about some important people in Highbridge, and it's pretty exciting. I should have thought to put it in front of me, but maybe Natalie has a blurb that.
Or maybe Priscilla could explain it herself.
Oh, sure. And hopefully, if we can get back on schedule with the planned history talks, I'll be giving one later in the fall, I think in October. And so if there's interest, I hope everyone will come to that. But it seems to have passed out of local memory. If there's anybody who knows about a very famous suffragist named Florence Howe Hall, who lived and did her work from Highbridge from about 1910 till her death here in 1922. If anybody is familiar with that or has any records or papers lurking in their attic that might have something to do with that, I hope that they will reach out. So she was the daughter of Julia Ward Howe, who is famous for writing the Battle Hymn of the Republic. And at the time that she was alive and relevant, was famous not only for writing the lyrics of that song, but she was also famous for her work in promoting women and kind of getting the suffrage movement on its feet. And her daughter, Florence Howe Hall, followed in her steps with that and was president and regent, etc., of about a dozen different women's organizations that promoted women in society and women getting the right to vote. And she actually cast her first vote here in Highbridge, 1920, November of 1920.
That is very cool.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's cool, and we're excited. I'm looking forward to the next meeting. I think it's on the 27th. Is that correct, Natalie? The next virtual meeting of the Historical Committee.
I think it's the 22nd. It's the fourth Wednesday, but
I don't need to get too off topic, but it is exciting. And again, it's our first virtual swearing in, and you're right across the street, so I can practically wave to you right now. So, thanks for joining us tonight, Priscilla.
Thank you. We'll see you
Okay.
later.
All right, bye. Okay, next up we have introduction of ordinances. Ordinance 2020-025, construction records clearance. Motion to introduce.
Move.
Second?
Roll call.
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Strange,
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Ordinance 2020-025 shall be published in its entirety in the Express Times and or the Hunterdon County Democrat, along with the public hearing date of May 28th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-026, Washington Avenue Phase 3, road improvements. Motion to introduce.
Move.
Second.
Roll call?
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Grange,
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Great. Chris, did you want to say anything about either of these? Because you're on a few of these.
No, the construction clearance resolution or ordinance is to allow Borough Hall to whenever a house is sold in Highbridge, right? There's a record clearance that has to happen to check the construction records of the property. And with this ordinance, it's something that takes a lot of time, for some cases where they have to dig through old files and look for old permits and everything like that. What this ordinance is going to do is it's going to establish a fee for the work that gets done by the realtor or by the homeowner whenever our property is being transferred. The next couple ordinances actually are getting funds ready for the work that we're going to do on Washington Phase 3, which leads into River Road, which will hopefully we'll finish up that road this year.
Nice. Excellent.
Thank you.
So ordinance 2020-027, River Road improvements. Motion to introduce.
Move.
Second?
Roll call?
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Grange,
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Ordinance 2020-027 shall be published in its entirety in the Express Times and/or the Hunterdon County Democrat, along with the public hearing date of June 11th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-028, River Road water mains. Motion to introduce.
Move.
Move. Second.
Roll call?
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Grange,
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Ordinance 2020-028 shall be published in its entirety in the Express Times and/or the Hunterdon County Democrat, along with the public hearing date of June 11th, 2020. Ordinance 2020-029, Chapter 145. Motion to introduce.
Move.
Second.
Roll call?
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Grange,
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Bonnie, and I'm already forgetting what that was.
It's basically some housekeeping. We passed some land use regulations back in 2014. There's a chart that goes along with it that was not updated at the time, so that's just being clarified now. There also is another part in there that deals with properties that are fire damaged and rebuilding of those properties. So the way our ordinance reads now, it states that if there was a non-conforming property that was damaged by fire and they wanted to rebuild as it was pre-fire, there would be a planning board application that would have to be filed in order for them to build a non-conforming property. So this would allow those instances where the property was non-conforming to be rebuilt in that state without having a further hardship on those people.
Thanks, Bonnie.
Now, this also goes to the planning board too, and then they'll bring it back to us.
Got it. Ordinance 2020-029 shall be published in its entirety in the Express Times and/or the Hunterdon County Democrat, along with the public hearing date of June 11th, 2020. On to the consent agenda, Resolution 125 through Resolution 132. Is anybody wanting to pull anything out before we vote and/or talk about it? Couple highlights is the events. One important one I know that Lynn and I were pretty excited about is the
Electronics.
the electronics recycling date. As we're allowed to move forward with that. Remind me, Lynn, the date of that?
We're doing that in July. We have the document shredding first coming up at the end of June, and then we have the electronics for July 25th. It will be a little different, though, with people driving in and having to get out of the car and empty their own things for document shredding, and the same thing with electronics. We can't have a lot of people there volunteering to take things out for them. So if you bring something, you have to be able to take it out of your car.
Yeah. And we'll send a reminder and more information out to everybody via email before that. Natalie, anything from events that you wanted to add?
For events, we had Pooch Parade, which is being moved to October 10th with the rain date of the 11th, and also the townwide garage sale, which was supposed to happen this weekend, coming up, will happen September 19th. We're still waiting a TBD on Soapbox Derby. The other May, June events were canceled, but if we can bring them back, we will. But right now they're canceled. And those are the only two that are rescheduled for now.
Just a reminder, September 19th is International Talk Like a Pirate Day. I don't know if that's important or not, but
We have our council meeting in September. We should all dress up as pirates. I think that's an excellent. I think that's great. I think the big news on here too is also we're allowing for a grace period for the utility bills. The utility bills are going out this week. They'll be dated the 15th. And we're going to give everybody a little extra time to pay those. The due date on those will now be June 30th. Bonnie, is there anything you wanted to add to that?
No, that should take care of it.
Okay.
Oh, Michelle, I had one more thing. We did have the cancellation of the High Bridge Day at Patriot Stadium, and I believe they gave us a date of July 18th.
If nobody else has anything else to add, let's get a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Move.
second?
Roll call.
Columbus.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes?
Hughes.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Grange.
Yes?
Zappa.
Yes.
Second round of public comments. 5 minutes per person. Anyone have any comments they'd like to add? Thoughts, questions? No hands?
I don't see any hands at this time.
Okay. Okay, on to communications. Adam.
Nothing for legal issues.
Oh, I skipped legal issues?
That's okay. I don't feel left out. I didn't have anything to report anyway, Mayor. It's okay.
You know what? You're not wearing a tie. I don't even recognize you tonight. So
Maybe I button my shirt.
my apologies. No legal issues, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now on to the communications, Adam.
We had a letter from a landlord for a request there, which is in your packet. And we also have the April monthly zoning report. And I just want to say again, it's really great to have those zoning reports available. I think it's a great addition.
Yes. I
I
agree.
agree. That was a good hire.
Yes.
Okay, bill list.
We have $2,631,101.49.
Motion to approve the bill list.
Move. Second?
Oh, roll call.
Columbus.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Hughes.
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
Grange.
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Just real quick, Bonnie, as a thought, as we just move off the bill list, have we gotten a lot of revenues, tax revenues in so far? Are people taking advantage of the extension?
A few. Most of our, half of the payments we get are received from banks, and they have made their payments already. So that's helpful. And there are a few that are taking advantage of it, but there are a lot of the high bridge taxpayers like to pay their bills when they're due, so they can maintain that regular schedule.
Excellent. That's great. Great news. And it's a nice thing that we're able to offer it, so it works both ways. So, okay. If there's no further business, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Move.
Roll call.
Columbus,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Moore,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Zappa.
Yes.
Council meeting, May 28th, 2020, 7:30. It says I'm here at the firehouse, but I'm thinking still going to be virtual. So we'll see everybody there. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Good night.
Stay safe, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
Have a good night, all.
Have a good one.